waiting on the second set. And if you have any questions here in chat, feel free to type them away, and we'll see if we can have one of our fantastic and qualified panel members address your question while we're waiting for these rounds to get underway.
That's a really good idea, I think, especially for members or players or people that are new to the GvG scene that have no idea what they're looking at. You know, if you have a question in chat, feel free to ask, and we can try to do our best to answer your question. At least, you know, in between rounds when there's little to talk about. I think
they want a face cam.
Yeah, let's get Drigan's face up there. Get your webcam, Drigan.
You know, I will work on that for the future, but I can't promise anything about that.
You don't have a webcam for your stream, dude?
Nah, I mean, I got that on my stream. I got that little baby and the gorillas, but it's the only face I put up. Alright, and it looks like we do have the second match underway with the Ride the Lightning Ellie back out there with the static on the Veil from Boo. So Boo getting caught up a little bit early, but that Ranger kind of trying to punish that Elementalist as much as possible, but doesn't really get a whole lot of damage. Maybe 4 or 5k a little bit, but not enough to really cause any alarm for that Elementalist. We do have it engaged. Looks like a little bit of baiting, and actually that Elementalist does go down for Gun Squad, that one that got the initial static. He goes down, and that banner is wasted, I do believe, on the Elementalist who was missing out of there, but it looks like they might have gotten the hard res off before that banner even landed, so not necessarily a waste, but that is an opportunity maybe missed, though I could be wrong. We do have now one down from Gun Squad again, and he looks like it must have been an Elementalist because, and one down from, a Guardian down from Boo, as a third one down from Boo, but one goes out from Gun Squad. So this looks like a little bit of an even match. If Boo can get up the people that are down, and they do, so it looks like it might be a 14 versus 14 right now. Boo versus Gun Squad, and that Ranger is attacking me, so that's a missed opportunity. Liches coming out from Gun Squad. Not really able to get past the wall of reflect that is wisely placed from Boo. Boo looks like they might have added some great swords, unless that was some warrior leaps that I saw. But one does go out from Gun Squad up there on the west side. One down for now. Man, it's hard to see these classes. One down for Gun Squad again, so it looks like it might be a 14 versus 12 right now in favor of Boo, actually. And Boo, Liches coming out now. Looks like they are on the aggression, and finally Gun Squad is pulling back. They have to regroup, but they're low. Another one goes down to Warrior. He does not get up. He gets stomped out. And Boo is on the full aggression right now, just kind of mopping up duty. It looks like they might have adjusted something on their playstyle or comp to get better bombs, because Gun Squad is really crumbling under this right now. Another one down. That's a Thief that goes out for Gun Squad right there. Another one down north of that goes out for Gun Squad. And Boo clearly in control of this match. We'll see if this gets called sometime soon, because Boo is just cleaning up now. Round definitely in favor of them, as they're going to tie up this series 1-1 after we had to restart this matchup. That round goes in favor of Boo. Gun Squad 1, Boo 1. And so, what do you guys think that that Boo pulled out right there on the adjustment? Did you think a comp change, or was that just purely play style on the aggressiveness from maybe the Boo gank?
I think Clud did a lot better of a job that round of putting up pressure. He really didn't have that much pressure from the opposite gank on him that round as he did in the past couple rounds, and I think that allowed Boo's melee to be a lot more aggressive with their pushes and actually be able to stay in and be aggressive without having all the pressure thrown back onto them. It was just one of those things where they needed that little bit of range pressure to go out before they could go in and actually do something with it.
And Gun Squad probably not too happy about the turn of events there, as this series could have gone from a 3-0 and now it is a 1-1 matchup in favor of neither side, as it is obviously tied up. And we're just going to be waiting on the tick timer. But if you do have questions on this matchup, maybe you want to see something specific, maybe you want to get a better look at some of the compositions for either side of the guild, we can try to get in there for you. So if you have any questions, please put that in chat, and myself or one of the panel will do our best to respond to that. However, if you do not know me, I am the worst multitasker in NA, and because I went to EU for a week, EU as well. So hopefully one of our panel members keeps looking at the chat and can let me know when someone asks a question.
Oh, I get back and it looks like who took a round?
Yeah, it's 1-1. Boo took that last round after it looks like they got one of the elementalists down for Gun Squad to begin with. That elementalist had been missed, got hard res, the banner came down, so that was one less banner for Gun Squad, and it looks like their gank for Gun Squad struggled in that fight a little bit as they weren't able to really control any kills or secure any downs that time, or even get any downs from Boo's side, and just Gun Squad didn't have an answer for the aggression that Boo pulled out.
I don't know if that Gun Squad area that went up at the start like missed the stealth, or if he was just going up without the stealth in general, because that's really easy for Boo's gank to counter. I mean, you got a ranger that can just knock him back immediately, and a mesmer or even the thief can just instantly blow up that area right off the start and get it snowballing in their favor.
And we are just waiting for the third round to start. It looks like this might be a longer GvG than we've been seeing on the past couple, just from the restart and a little bit of the delays in getting the timer for the start of each round.
I think these matches they're really close though. They're pretty fun to watch. It's a lot more fun to watch than the high expert spot.
Hey now, come on out. How's that? Alright, one thing that did happen that last round, and I'm not sure if I was a little bit farther away and I couldn't see what classes exactly were leaping, but keep an eye out for Boo's melee train and see maybe this next round if they did add great swords instead of the hammers that they were beginning tonight with. Did see a little bit of, it looked like a coordinated leap, or maybe that was just better play from the Warriors as they were kind of leading the melee train into a couple kills that last round. And there is no one from Fort Aspenwood here in the Obsidian Sanctum tonight. A couple people from TFH and ES, maybe 10 tops. The rest from Yak's Bend and Sea of Sorrows. And as we are waiting for this third round to get underway, I am trying to keep an eye out for any questions that you guys have in the chat, but it looks like you guys are all experts in GvG, or you just don't care.
Or you're scared to.
I have a question for you, Drigan.
Right.
How is going over to EU? You know, with the matchups not being as stale as in NA servers. Was it more fun for you guys to, fight different guilds every day or every week, or was it just kind of?
Yeah, it was fun. Part of it was fun. The losing part wasn't fun. But we were competitive in a lot of the GvGs that kind of weren't hyped up as much. I will say the level of competition in EU impressed me by quite a bit. They have many guilds over there that are very, very similar level, and there's not a whole lot separating them. And I'll get back to that thought as this third round is underway. We have a Ride of the Lightning out from Gun Squad as usual. He puts that static on, gets a couple people. Looks like they might have popped an early stability out from Boo, and we do have the engage now from Gun Squad up onto the north side, northwest. Gun Squad reeling back on the south side as one of them really gets punished right there, and one down from Boo actually. That is a Necromancer up on the north side, but he gets hard res immediately. That's good reaction from the backline of Boo, but he does go down immediately again, and Gun Squad punts him away. They're going to be able to secure that down as Boo actually wastes the banner in the process of that punt. So that's a great play there by Gun Squad as another one down from Boo. That's a Guardian. He's going to get hard res. He got hard res and the banner came off. So at this point, I don't think that Boo has any more banners already into this round. One down from Gun Squad. He gets out in a big bomb. Lots of meteors coming out from Boo. And now Boo is on the aggression. They're pushing south. Gun Squad pulling back, trying to get out of the range pressure, trying to get away from the Boo casters. And it looks like they were able to kind of do just that. Gun Squad has a couple liches up. One lich up from both sides right now. One down from Boo. It's a Mesmer over there on the west side, as one is down right there in the middle of play, but it looks like that might have been a melee player that did get hard res. Another one still down. That's a Guardian down for Boo in the middle of the field. They're not getting really secured down from Gun Squad right now. Gun Squad just kind of all over the place doing aggression. You know, they have their melee train on the north and then a lot of casters there on the south side. One down, a Mesmer. He's Ranger actually down from Boo. So Boo's gank is really struggling right now. This match clearly in favor of Gun Squad at this point. About a minute in, 2 minutes into this matchup. Gun Squad not really having too many go down outside of that first one on the initial engage. Boo doing their best that they can to stay up. One down from Gun, actually nope, that's another one down from Boo. One down from Gun Squad, it's an Elementalist, but he rallies off of the down Boo player up to the north side. Sorry about that, I'm not really saying the classes too much, because it's hard for me to kind of get a click on it with 30 people in the red. But Gun Squad now just securing the downs, picking them apart, clearly in favor. Boo doesn't really have a whole lot left, and it's just mop-up duty now for Gun Squad, as Gun Squad's going to take this final round, or this third round actually, 2-1 now, making it 2-1 on the set, so they do have the advantage going into this fourth round. Interesting turn. We see Gun Squad come out pretty aggressive in that first round, just like they had been doing earlier. They take the first round, then Boo answers in the second round with a lot of good play from their gank and able to secure a lot of downs, making sure they were very aggressive. And they won the second round, but Gun Squad retaliates, winning the third, making it 2-1 now on tonight's set.
Yeah, the engages between these two guilds have been extremely interesting, as both of them are running hammer comps, so you're not seeing those quick leaps forward with the Greatsword Guardians. You're definitely seeing a lot slower engages and a lot more hard-hitting bombs from the melee, from those muddy blows. A bit more lockdown from the hammers as well. Also less pressure on each guild's casters, because no binding blades to get those pulls in.
Alright, so we'll see what type of adjustments Boo makes going into this fourth round, as they were able to actually take one of the rounds off from Gun Squad, but Gun Squad definitely has the advantage tonight so far, winning 2 of these official matches and then 2 matches previously that were nulled. So we'll see what type of adjustments Boo makes. What type of adjustments do you guys think they can make?
Before we get to that real quick, there's a question in chat. Guild Wars 2 GvG. So Guild Wars 1 GvG.
Your mic's cutting out, Vic.
Okay, is it better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So in Guild Wars 1 GvG, a lot of the time it would be an 8v scenario, and they'd be like, fight it out.
Still cutting.
Someone else explain it.
Guild Wars 1, it was an officially sanctioned game mode where it revolved around point captures and flag running. Whereas this round, this is just a player community ran event or unofficial game mode, which really just pits one guild's fighting abilities versus another. It's a death match, and you know, winner takes all. If you beat another guild, it's clear you have superior fighting abilities, at least, or cohesion as a group compared to the other guilds. So it just kind of lays everything on the table versus just settling for open field fights where you never know exactly who has what or how many. And this just says, I'm going to take my best 15, in this case it's 15 versus 15, versus your best 15, and I'm going to beat you. And the winner clearly has bragging rights, but it's competitive based more than anything else. It is a lot different than Guild Wars 1 though. And the term GvG comes from guild versus guild, not from Guild Wars 1. In this case, we have a guild versus a guild. So it's GvG.
Yeah, it's more of like a community.
Still cutting.
R.I.P. Faov.
think you're going to have